Ladies and gentlemen, Trump just made the biggest announcement that everybody in the United States of America has been waiting for when it comes to the mystery drone sightings that we are seeing. I also just saw emergency videos of local citizens shooting at the drones. That is crazy. We got a lot to talk about. I also have big breaking news from CNN where literally the DHS is on CNN responding to what Trump just said. So we got a lot of things, moving pieces in New York City and in New Jersey. We also had a drone crash, but like I told you before, as soon as a drone crashes and you report it, you're probably not going to find any details as to what the drone is, where it's from, because it's government property at that moment. So we got a lot to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, it just got real. Smash the like button right now. Smash the like button right away. Spread the word on this video. So here we go. Trump announces to the world, this is what real leadership looks like. This is what it looks like. We have been waiting for Joe Biden to make a decision. We saw it with the sky, with the balloon, the Chinese spy balloon. It took so long to shoot it down. We look weak in front of the world. Even though Trump is not in office just yet, we still have about 38 to 39 days left. Trump is making this announcement on Truth Social. Here's what he says. Mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this really be happening without our government knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know, and now otherwise, shoot them down. Shot them down. DJT. So shoot them down is trending all over X right now. X being the #1 resource for news. Trump looking like exactly what we wanted Joe Biden to look like, because he is currently the sitting president that can make these executive decisions. But now I have to move to, of course, and also before I move on to CNN and Mayorkas, because that's a crazy segment within itself. We got to talk about Trump saying, can this really be happening without our government's knowledge? That's also a very green flag. Green signs all over the place, because when Trump gets in there, man, I know this would not be happening. Why? Because look, he's even calling out the administration right now and the government right now, because Trump is currently president-elect. He's not the president. So here we go. Let's actually go to, now that Trump announces, basically lets the world know there's no way that the government doesn't know about this. Let's actually go to CNN, because this is actually insane. Here's the Department of Homeland Security. Mayorkas on CNN. Here we go.
President-elect Donald Trump, he just called on the Biden administration for you guys to either release any information it has about these mysterious drone sightings or shoot the drones out of the sky. How do you respond to the president-elect?
Well, first of all, the statements I've made already are the principal message that I want to communicate to the American public. We haven't seen anything unusual. We know of no threat. Secondly, we have gone to Congress repeatedly asking for more authority to counter drone activity.
For more authority. I mean, this makes us look so weak. Man, Trump has his hands full. Trump calls for releasing statements or letting us know what's going on in the sky, to now we need more authority. This literally brings chills down my body, because I told you guys, this is the conclusion I came to yesterday when I made the video. These guys don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't even know what's going on in the sky right now. And now the Department of Homeland Security says that they've been asking Congress for more authority on how to deal with drones in the sky. What the hell is going on?
The principal message that I want to communicate to the American public. We haven't seen anything unusual. We know of no threat. Secondly, we have gone to Congress repeatedly asking for more authority to counter drone activity. And we have also asked for more authority to give to the state and local officials under our supervision, because it correctly notes those authorities need to be expanded.
I want to play something another New Jersey congressman, Republican Jeff Van Drew, said about the drones over his state in New Jersey. Listen to this.
We're not being told the truth. They are dealing with the American public like we're stupid. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it's about. They haven't taken one down to analyze it. They have no idea where it comes from, but they know that it's not that. I mean, that's nonsense. They do not know what they're doing. Why don't they take one of them down, analyze it, and let us know what's really happening?
Yes, it's so simple.
What do you say to the congressman?
Well, first of all, we have experts, and he should not diminish the extent of their expertise and the extent of their dedication to the well-being of the American people. These are individuals who dedicate their careers to the safety and security of the United States of America, number one. Number two, it's not as though any...
So why do we have citizens? Why are there citizens taking the actions into their own hands by shooting them down? I mean, this is ridiculous. That is the Department of Homeland Security. Bro, we are not as secure as we think we are. That's why Trump had to come out and say that. Here's another crazy video that Joe Biden apparently reporting coming from the Pentagon. George Kirby saying that Joe Biden is not ready to shoot these things down.
You know, and you can't say. Can you tell me that?
No, I'm telling you, Martha, I'm telling you, we don't
You
know
don't know.
every, we
All right,
don't,
let
we
me
can't
ask you this.
corroborate every single sighting. Some of them we have, not all of them. And we're working hard to do that. We know people are afraid of it. We know people have concerns. We have those same
Sure.
concerns.
Yeah, because they're
This is unbelievable. I really don't know what to say. It's like as if we're being left to figure this out on our own. This is an idiot. Mayorkas and George Kirby, this has to be the worst administration of all time. It does not get worse than this, ladies and gentlemen. Look how weak we look. God forbid we get attacked tomorrow. I don't rely on the government to help us out. I really don't. This is just a tinny, the tiny small issue where we could just figure out where these drones are coming from. Why are they flying unauthorized in an aircraft? We're supposed to know, but we don't know. So we don't even know any, we don't, our own government, the Pentagon doesn't know. They know as much as we do. That literally is so crazy to me.
flying over your house, and it sounds like there are motorcycles landing on your roof. So let me ask you this. One, person who watched this online said they think it's a Pterodynamics Transwing Drone XP4, which is being developed by the U.S. Navy as a recon and logistics drone capable of picking up and dropping off packages between land and moving ships in high seas and winds. They're suggesting it's an American company. We asked the company. They said we can't speculate on the origin of the drones that are flying over New Jersey. So is that an avenue that has been inspected? Is this a private company that is practicing something? And what wouldn't they have to clear something with somebody to have this kind of activity?
It's like our own airspace. The people who run the airspace, they don't even know what's going on. See, something's telling me that this is all being done on purpose and these people are playing stupid. Right? Like this is, I'm starting to really I smell BS from a mile away. Even Trump does, right? That's why he comes out. I think the biggest part of Trump's announcement is the fact that can this really be happening with our government, knowing, without our government's knowledge? I just don't simply buy this. Though at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, I can also buy it because look at this administration. Look how dumb and slow they are. They're literally just as lost as we are, the citizen. Usually these are the people that have all the declassified. So I don't know. I really don't. Somebody said it just smells. It smells like they know everything that's going on. Just be honest, bro. Please.
It could very well be, as I said, these could be commercially developed drones of some kind.
Why not just take one down and figure out what's going on?
Well, the idea of taking something down, again, you want to worry about public safety. First of all, we don't have enough conclusions to take that kind of a policy action. But let's just assume for a minute, Martha, that we did. I mean, you're not going to want to shoot something down where it could hit somebody's house or hurt somebody.
Well, the Coast Guard says that there are 30 of them following one of their ships in the ocean. So would that work?
I mean, again, we have to develop the policy options based on what we know we're dealing with here, and we just don't know enough to make those to take those kinds of actions. But my goodness, we're going to do everything we can to find out, and we're going to share as much as we can. I understand it's frustrating for folks.
Yeah.
It's frustrating for us. We want to know as well.
What does President Biden say about it?
He also has tasked the team to look into this and to be energetic in doing it to try to get answers. He saw some of these images yesterday. He has talked to his team, including his top leaders, including at the Defense Department.
Have you called in AI experts or said why don't we ask Elon Musk what he thinks, or brought in outside experts?
You have George Kirby he's going to school here. I don't know this lady's name, beautiful lady's name from Fox. I don't know her name, but she's taking this guy to school. She's literally, hey, you just call Elon at this point. Like, we don't even know what's going on. She's giving examples. If 30 of them are following U.S. Navy, ships, are you going to be able to shoot it down then? Like, at what point are you able to shoot these things down so that way you can get more information? If the United States citizens are just worried, like, hey, we got drones flying around, got a whole bunch of things going on, we don't even know what's going on. Martha McCullum, okay, thank you for that. Martha is doing a hell of a job here.
We're working really hard right now inside in the interagency, and certainly supporting the FBI and DHS as they investigate this. And if we need to have additional conversations with people outside the lifelines, we certainly will do that. But I want to make sure I don't get ahead of the investigators and what they're doing.
It just seems weird. I mean, people, they're low. They fly fairly low, some of these. It just, I think, is amazing that the White House has no idea what's going on. I think that makes people feel really unsettled. In New Jersey, they sent out an intelligence bulletin, I should say, issued in December of 2024 with recommendations for encountering downed UAVs. And it says a downed or landed drone should not be approached. It says request hazardous materials response unit or local hazmat team. And then it says request the nearest bomb squad. Do you agree with those recommendations? If one of these things comes into someone's house or lands in their yard, or they have to deal with it?
Yeah, look, I haven't seen that directive, but all that makes perfect sense to me as a former military person. If something like an aircraft of any kind lands in your backyard or close to you or your family, call the authorities. Don't approach it. You don't know what it is, and you don't know what kind of fuel might be on board.
This is giving like South Park episode. It's literally giving like straight out of a movie. Like, at this point, we are legitimately straight out of a movie. The only thing I can think about is Project Bluebeam. We've been warned about that. I remember finding out about Project Bluebeam back in 2021. A lot of you guys were saying it. So at this point, man, this is giving South Park episode. But shout out to Martha. She's doing a hell of a job. But here is what we saw earlier. Another unconfirmed report originally called in an hour ago of a drone crashing into the Empire State Building. This was the call. Now, this is all unconfirmed, but I know there was reports about another drone crashing. Another unconfirmed call in a report of 10 drones flying near apartments windows for 15 minutes in West 35th Street and 9th Avenue in Manhattan. So, I mean, it's getting crazy. It's getting pretty crazy. Here we go. We got some more stuff. Make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started with this live stream. A lot of information coming out. Trump basically insinuating and saying that, hey, listen, there's just no way that our government has no knowledge. They're acting like they don't know what's going on. I don't think so. He says, I don't think so. Let the public know, and now, otherwise, shoot them down. Here we go.
Former Governor Larry Hogan shot this video last night. These lights over his hometown in Davidsonville, just 25 miles from the nation's capital, as he pointed out. And then there's this.
I've never seen them. Wow, they just passed each other. Yeah, I've never seen them before.
New Jersey Senator Andy Kim shared this video of drones he shot yesterday. Federal authorities insist most of these sightings are actually legally manned aircraft. But Senator Kim says he checked a flight tracker app while capturing this video, and that the devices he was capturing were not on it. The sightings are happening near LaGuardia.
Okay, so that's the craziest part, right? So again, this is what we're dealing with, right? Whether this is a big deal or not, what we're dealing with is how dumb they think that we are. You just heard that, right? Let's just go back real quick. They said that these are just flights. These are just airplanes, right? Somebody commented that they were airplanes last night. And I said, look, if you're telling me that they're airplanes and you're going to see flight radars and you're checking to see what's actually in the air and none of it tells you that they're planes, then you're just being lied to. And a lot of people just say, forget it. They're just airplanes. Let's forget about it. They really think we're stupid.
These sightings are actually legally manned aircraft.
Legally manned aircrafts. But
Senator Kim says he checked a flight tracker app while capturing this video, and that the devices he was capturing were not on it. The sightings are happening near LaGuardia Airport, too. Officials say they received unconfirmed reports of drone activity over that busy airport. As for numbers, the FBI says it's received more than 3,000 tips from the public about drone sightings going back to November 18th, all over New Jersey. Since then, there's been an average of 92 sightings per night and expanding across half a dozen states. In a joint statement, the FBI and Department of Homeland Security said, quote, "We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or public safety threat, or that they have a foreign nexus." Lawmakers, however, aren't buying it and are pushing for answers and action. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and 2 other senators wrote a letter calling for a briefing with the FBI and Homeland Security. While in Connecticut, Senator Richard Blumenthal says the devices should be shot down if they can't be identified. And we've learned that House Speaker Mike Johnson did get a federal briefing on the sightings, as have Senate staffers in a few select offices. But other than that, there's been very little transparency. So what's going on? Is this some contagious mass hysteria? Or are people really seeing something that our government cannot identify? Our own Rich McHugh went out drone hunting in New Jersey. He did not come back empty-handed. Rich, tell us what you saw.
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I got to be honest here. You know, when this story first came out a few weeks ago, as a resident of New Jersey, as a journalist, I didn't pay it much credence. I thought it would turn out to be a bunch of pranksters and this would all be over by now.
Yeah, me too, because I know you guys were literally telling me. I really didn't want to cover this at all. I'm going to be honest. I thought it was so dumb and so stupid. But the more we look into it, the more I feel more dumb and more stupid for not paying attention to it. Literally, like I remember somebody in my comments, one of my subscribers, it was like, Lou, it's crazy that you're not even paying attention to what's going on in New Jersey with these drones. And I'm like, I think it's kind of dumb. And then the more I pay attention to it, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. This is getting weird. And then when the government starts to come out and the government is saying, it's nothing you should worry about. That's when I start to worry. Whenever the government says nothing to worry about, I think that's when we should start worrying. Could be wrong. Call me a paranoid person, but I believe that only the paranoid survive. That's just me.
Experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. Take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lights, 6 lights.
I didn't believe what I was seeing. But what was I seeing? We're here in Central Jersey. We've been looking for the past hour. I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky. If you look real close, they look like fixed-wing aircraft, about 8 to 10 feet wide, colorful, white blinking lights.
That is not a plane.
Definitely not an airplane, but what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is? We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also.
Yo, yeah, seeing this is insane reporting. Oh God, this is getting so crazy. I don't know. I really don't want to care about this, but something is telling me I think this is going to lead to something way bigger than a lot of people expect. That's just my feeling. I could be wrong here. And I could be but when you look so deep into this, man, this is getting ridiculous. I don't think it's aliens. I don't think it's any of that. I think something is about to go down. That's what I think. Can be wrong. Been wrong before.
There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer.
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police. We contacted the FBI. We contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat, and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here.
Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before.
Wow.
And more than a month since these reports started, the federal government doesn't know what they are either.
What's your message to the White House?
My message: come to the Jersey Shore. I know it's wintertime, but come see what we see, and then, maybe have a better appreciation for why our residents are concerned.
The Ocean County Sheriff, that drone unit, they have an industrial grade drone. They put it up. They were tracking one of these drones, Elizabeth, and they said this thing easily evaded them, disappeared out of thin air. So, to me, it's, if this is not our military.
Oh my God, what?
Then it's even more scary, and we need the answers, frankly.
So, okay, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is getting pretty freaky. He just said that they tried to track one of them. They threw their own drone up there, and as their drone was up there, that thing evaded them. So that means abort mission, and they were successful at that, even after they were being tracked. I think it's time for me to go out to New Jersey. I think it's time for me to go track these things myself at this point. Because, look, I saw a video. I don't want to show this video. I can't show this video, but there was somebody shooting at the drones themselves. All I'm saying is this. Please do not do that. Do not shoot at these drones. Please don't. Don't do it. But I am definitely thinking about investigating this myself at this point. But I'm going to keep on track on this. Apparently, people are seeing them from the airplane. Let me see. From the airplane. Somebody was landing from Charlotte, North Carolina. And they were landing in New Jersey. Let me see. Oh, man, I don't know. Drone war coming. Look, there's so many memes and jokes I want to make about this, but I don't know. Should we be taking this as serious? Should we care? Should we not? I say yes. I think when the government is just as confused as the people, I usually tend to say that our government is never really dumb. They always know what's going on. They just don't want us to panic. I'm going to give you my opinion on this. There's many things that could happen here. Some videos were fake, yes, but you just saw the reporting. A whole bunch of them are real. So you can try to feel better about yourself about the fake AI videos that are out there. But these are reportings from Ocean County Sheriff Department in New Jersey. There are actual videos. This is actually happening. There are people trying to cause mass hysteria. There are people that are confused. But me personally, I think that our government knows a lot more than they want to give away. I think that they've probably been outsmarted by another government somewhere around the world. And I think they're showing their strength. That could be it. Or Project Bluebeam, or aliens, or we're about to be attacked harder than we've ever been attacked before. So something tells me that that is the biggest possibility out of all. I hope that that's not the case ever, but something tells me shit's about to get crazy. A lot of people are making fun of it, making it into memes. I say only the paranoid survive in situations like this. Just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You don't have to. You can form your own. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments about what Trump's opinion was about this as well. We're going to be keeping track of all of this as soon as possible. Make sure to smash the like button. I'll see you guys on the next one.